I get plus 9.
I get plus 10 to hit with my staff.
Okay, well you don't do that much damage.
You get plus 10 to hit with your staff.
Yeah.
How come?
Because it's a plus 2 with staff.
You're right.
And use my dexterity. So that's 6 plus 2 plus 2, 10.
You don't get your dexterity
Yeah, I
to
do.
the staff.
Of course I do. To hit.
It's not a finesse weapon.
Well, it's a...
Take 2 off. It's not a freaking finesse. How finessed is a gigantic staff?
I'm not... I haven't used it. It's not... I was just saying.
I need to get some good daggers that I can sneak attack with.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can we move this away from me, please?
What?
The
No,
microphone.
Charlotte, there's no moving it away from you.
Please.
I
You
literally
just need to be quiet.
try.
I can't!
All I can do.
I cannot be quiet.
Anything I have in my power to do is to move everything a bit closer to Fiddly. So it's just like, please speak another way.
Plus 8 is still good.
Plus 8 is still awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I got plus 9.
Damn.
Alright. We're live on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
All of them.
There are lots of tubes belonging to you. People.
Okay.
Oh, hello. We've just been chatting away here. Welcome to another episode of Every Tenday, where a dad plays D&D with his kids.
Yalla!
Hello.
Okay. Thanks to DJ at Sketchgoblin, sketchgoblin.co.nz. He did all the artwork for our cover art for our podcast. We love him. Thanks, DJ. Go to sketchgoblin.co.nz. Don't go now.
Wait.
Yeah. Watch
Don't
to
go
the
right
end.
this moment. But
Or
at some
like you
point.
can open another tab and then go at the same time.
But then you're kind of distracted. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to us and tell us that, do you want to ask us stuff about the game? Do you want to, I don't know, question anything that we do? Everything we do, maybe.
Everything.
I question everything that we do. In the moments when the kids aren't with me, I sit like this and question it all.
Are we going to ignore the fact that you actually sit there rolling dice?
I really do. I really do. What should they do, Finley?
You should join the Discord server. We have this epic Discord server set up. You can come join it, clicking the link in the description of the podcast.
It's never in the description. Discord.everytenday.com.
Discord.everytenday.com.
Is it in our Instagram bio?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Or is this in our
Put it there. You manage the Instagram.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll have a
You
look.
manage, don't
I'll
manage.
have a look after it.
You manage, but you never do anything.
Yes, I do. I manage.
You're the least managing manager.
Shut up.
Anyway, go to the Discord. Come and chat with us. Come say hi. We're small. We're not this big group of LA actors, who earn millions doing this. We do this for love of the game. That wasn't a hate. No hate. No,
You
no
said
hate.
I'm also as well.
Yeah. But I think it's important because I think a lot of people strive to be like big and famous and making millions from this game. We do this for love of the game. We always did this. We never even planned to. You just wanted me to record the game because you were keeping the journal of the game, and then I was like, why don't we just put it up online, see if anyone likes it, and here we are now.
So you're welcome. It's all down to me.
We love this game, and we think it brings families together as well as friends. And I got started because I played with my brother and then my sisters, and then once these two were old enough, started playing with them. Which now was like, when did we start playing? January 2020.
Was it 2020?
2020. No.
It seems ages
No,
before that.
2019.
Yeah. Yeah, 2019.
When did we start uploading?
April 2019.
Hmm.
Oh shit! So yeah, it's
April.
it's a 3-year anniversary. Oh, 3 year, nice one. 3-year anniversary of the actual podcast. That's insane.
What day
Ah.
in April?
Yeah, we have to see. Well, the prize to somebody who figures that out and post it in the comments. I know what the prize will be. Respect.
Prize is-
Loads of
Respect.
Okay.
Right.
Enough of this. Last we left off. I've forgotten her name. Danaea Onor, the Azamar Paladin, reinstated, reinvigorated with the ultimate powers granted in cooperation with Palladius, her goddess, and Killian Garnison, otherwise known as Kilgar, in an effort to go find some loot, finding themselves, as they all did, including Elwyn and Nimblefoot, some 1,400 years, 1,400 years back in the past, without any kit. And so Danaea and Kilgar took it upon themselves to go out looting, basically. Over the period of about a Tenday, they got word of happenings up in the foothills of the Edge mountain range at a place called Peak's Edge Fort, where there had been an accumulation of giant activity, and attracted by the promise of treasure, you went to kind of check this out, see what was going up at Peak's Edge Fort. It was some 3 days trek out of the city, the young city of Vale, up into the foothills of the Edge, bitterly cold at this time of year, as you find yourself in the first month of a new year. But you managed over the period of, well, you had a long rest while you were there, so a couple of days, to cut through a small troop of giants, including a cloud giant known as Zeknir, who was in the possession of a weird white mask that you were very familiar with, because it matched, certainly in shape and aesthetics, the red mask, the red dragon mask that you had found years before.
After.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You managed to fell all of the giants using the Peak's Edge Fort as their new outpost. You're not sure why this had occurred, but you had found that there was a massive smelting operation going on beneath the fort, where a dragon had been tempted in. Its horde also brought in. You managed to dispatch a few remaining fire giants who were using the horde to forge weaponry. It seems that Zeknir had enslaved an ancient white dragon by the name of Orglacial, an ancient white, and for some nefarious means the entire fort was being used as an outpost of this powerful ensemble of giants and dragonkind, and somehow this ancient white had been under the control of the cloud giant. No longer. After a very dramatic melee with the dragon and the cloud giant, you managed to see Orglacial off whilst vanquishing Zeknir. You hung behind for a few days to help a small collection of survivors here at Peak's Edge Fort to rebuild the fort and to send help for reinforcements, all those sorts of things, before heading back to Vale, undertaking a 3-day journey on the way back. You killed a single goblin on the way back.
Goblin.
And goblin. Meanwhile, while all that was going on, in the Forgotten Name, a rather well-to-do inn in the city of Vale, Elwyn, you have been embarking on a month, while all this has been going on a month of hard study. Catapulted back through time, you were unable to bring your spellbook. And what it meant was that every spell you cast, with every day that went past, without the means to relearn that spell, every spell cast and not relearned was forgotten, wiped from your memory. It became imperative to you to take the memory of your spells and to get them down on parchment, to get them down, not to cast them, but to reinscribe them. And so you and Nimblefoot, whilst Nimblefoot did his various mischievous goings on in the city of Vale and making contact with various hopefully influential people, you were also, bedecked with all the parchment and the inks that you needed. You set about locking yourself in at the Forgotten Name, paid for up front for a month, to reinscribe all of your spells. What will now commence is how successful that was.
Oh!
Because you are embarking on something that would take any other wizard years. You are endeavouring to do something that can only be described as an almost mythical task. To reinscribe the most powerful spellbook containing some of the most powerful magics known to mortal creatures into a spellbook in a single moon. This will require the very utmost of your endurance, your focus, your concentration, and your arcane sensitivities in order to accomplish. So what we're going to do over a slightly expedited process is see how well you manage to do this. We're going to do this through a series of rolls that are close to a skill challenge, but with some slight variations. Also, we're going to roll for any random happenings that occur in the inn during that month. For example, do people wonder who the strange lock-in is in the inn and investigate? Do people try and rob you, or
does it catch on fire and everyone dies inside?
Infiltrate the room?
Oh.
What weird evolutions could happen during this time that this stranger from afar occupies this room? Now you will have, although he's not with you in person, you will have the aid of Nimblefoot doing his best to, let's say, cause trouble elsewhere and keep any prying eyes away from the inn and the work that you're trying to do. Nimblefoot endeavours to create just the right amount of havoc and also exercise the extent of his charisma and his influence and persuasion to just do his best to keep things sweet during this month. But this is how we're going to roll. So there is going to be a DC set, and we're going to be using Arcana. We're going to be using History, and because you have the Keen Mind feat, it is that in and of itself that makes this feat that you are attempting here even possible, because you can remember all of these spells. Even through a long rest, you can remember all these spells. Thank God you can. Without the Keen Mind feat, probably this wouldn't even be possible. So, we're going to roll for your first level spells, remembering them all and inscribing them all. This is going to have a pretty low DC, and this really only takes you a couple of days.
Can I roll my portents for the day?
Certainly you can.
Whoa!
Okay, well that's...
2 8s and a 4.
2 8s and a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now we're going to do these rolls 9 times. Alright?
Okay.
Actually, let me ask you, in what order do you think Elwyn, and I'm going to ask in terms of levels of spells, in what order do you think Elwyn would choose to inscribe?
Descending.
From 9th down?
Yeah.
Good, alright. So, we're going to start with the 9th and the highest DC. It is exceptionally hard, because you have to, the intricacy and the arcane complexities of the 9th level spells, working just from memory, is near impossible. Even a wizard with intelligence of 20 would not be able to do it. They would have to have a scroll of that spell there to actually inscribe it. You're doing it from memory alone. So, there are going to be some very high DCs. Can you read off your 9th level spells?
I've got 8 of them.
Go for it.
Power Word Kill.
Yeah.
True Polymorph. Gate. Astral Projection. Time Stop. Wish. Shape Change. and foresight.
Okay, the others will all have the same DC. Wish, because of its very complex nature, is going to be the hardest.
Okay.
Okay. The DC is going to be a straight 30 on Arcana.
What the fuck?
Would you need to get it?
18.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, let me just look at this a second.
Got a point of inspiration, I'm fine.
Alright, so,
I've got 2. Do you not have 2? Have you used one, Oren?
I've used one already.
is there anything in preparation for this role that you wanna what's your highest proficiency? Arcana?
History and investigation all tied.
History, investigation and Arcana?
Yeah.
All time. Okay. So is there any way that you would like to try and give yourself any advantage on this, or is there any way that occurs to you to do that?
Could use a spell, but I wouldn't be able to use it anymore, so...
Okay. Well, you've chosen to do the most... because you're doing the 9th level spells earliest, it's going to bring the DC down by... Roll D4.
3.
Okay. So that brings the DC down to 27.
Okay.
So what do you need now?
15. Do I have any...
Stupid spells, did you say?
Yeah, I'll never use again. Rib.
Let's roll for wish.
Alright. Alright, gamers.
Okay, Arcana check. DC 27 to remember the most intricate and complex spell any mortal wizard knows.
Alright.
Arcana check, please.
It's a 1 in 4 chance. And I've got 2 chances. It's a 50-50.
This is on day 1.
That math is wrong. Alright.
Yeah!
28.
28.
Yeah.
You're almost sweating the first day, and you set the entire day aside, 18 hours of it, to remember wish, to try your best to... You don't sleep that entire night. You work through 18 hours and it goes into the next day. You stuff your ears with cotton to drown out any distracting noises from outside, and you work that whole day. The quill, the ink, demanding it to be. You shave a few extra what would you call them, bristles off the end of the quill, just to try and get it fine enough to impart these memories in your mind. But after some 26 hours, as you blow on the ink on the page, it suddenly glows with a bright purple light, and then when you feel the very fabric of reality ripple around you as you successfully inscribe wish. Now the other 7 9th level spells are going to drop a couple of DC, but you've got a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
So you take a day to rest fully. Would you like to roll your portent again, please? So
Get
wish
non-dog
and
shit
day.
ones.
Oh my god!
I missed. 6, 1 and 3. I don't even want to write those down.
That sucks. Yeah, don't write those down. They're an insult. Alright. 7, let me think, 18 hours across 7 days. Alright, the next 10 days you're going to spend doing, hang on, let me just see, but you're not going to sleep as much. 3, 6, 7, 8. Alright. The next 7 days. Somewhere amongst these 7 days, Nimblefoot returns with... Yeah, pretty good. With a vial of strange liquid, purpley liquid, that he said he barely distracts you, just comes in and you're really, my friend, take this when you start to get really tired. And this allows you to basically go through 3 days without sleep. Right? This is what speeds this up a little bit.
I can already do that.
He comes to you with this on about day 6. Alright, so we're going to do one roll for all the other 9th level spells. This has a DC of 25.
Okay.
Arcana check, please.
How many times do I have to roll it?
Just once for the rest of the 9th level.
Alright.
DC 25.
Okay.
What did you need?
I got 24.
Oh!
I'll use a point of inspiration.
Okay. So roll again.
Yeah.
Oh!
That is really disappointing.
Oh no!
Okay. So
I was one away. That is
I'd
not.
like you to pick one of the spells of your remaining 9th level that you can no longer cast.
Okay. Shape change. Wait. Yeah, shape change because I never use it anyway.
Alright. So for now, shape change eludes you.
Wasn't going to cast it
I don't
anyway.
know if we need a shape change.
Nope, it costs 25,000 gold or something like stupid to cast.
Okay.
Alright. Is shape change where you can turn like an object into a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you get through that and I'd like you to roll d6 please.
1.
Okay, you take a point of exhaustion.
I could have
at the end.
died from that.
Yeah, you could have died. You could have died from this. So you take a point of exhaustion at the end. And
Please
you need,
get rid of your point of exhaustion.
you need a day of rest. Or is there, if you have any magic at your availability?
Wait, does that mean I have 2 now?
Sorry?
Does that mean I have 2 points of
No,
exhaustion?
no, because you did have a long rest. Or now that you know Wish, you can use magic to kind of keep you going.
Nimblefoot can remove a point of exhaustion with psionics. 6
Great.
psi points.
Great. All right. Yeah. Nice one. Nimblefoot checks in with you and just keep going. Okay. So you're literally working non-stop with almost no sleep whatsoever. All right. There's a point where, especially for these powerful magic, he's just in the room meditating, silent as anything, just there.
Is it 5 points of exhaustion and you die?
6.
Oh, okay.
All right. 8th level spells.
16.
Okay. These you're going to work. How many of these have you got?
7.
7 of these. So no, 56. 56. All right. You can do these without any sleep in 3 days. Nimblefoot's there to ensure that you just keep going. He's like a personified coffee. All right, so the DC is going to come down to 23.
Okay.
Arcana check, please.
Oh, only a 23. That's much better. 26.
Oh, roll your portent. Roll your portent.
20.
We're going to do portent rather than by the day for each levels of spells.
Did you say 26?
26, and my portents are 20 and 11.
Fine, okay.
Which I don't need.
Don't you have 3 portents?
I did, but the other one was dog shit. So.
With Nimblefoot's connection to the far realm invigorating you, and with your long study, you managed to remember all of your and to correctly inscribe all of your 8th level spells. I'd like you to roll a d12. You don't want to roll a 1 or a 12.
6.
Okay, great. 7th level spells.
Walk in the park.
How many have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay, great. This will have a DC of 22. Roll your portent for the 7th level spells.
What is this absolute garbo?
Change your
Don't
dice.
worry about them.
Change your die.
Alright,
Can
you
we
got.
have the mimic?
Sorry?
We have the mimic.
No, because these are both my d20s.
What?
Arcana.
10 or more. I missed. I missed again.
Stop stalling.
25.
25. You successfully recount and inscribe all of your 7th level spells. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
please.
god.
High DC.
Low roll. 9.
9. In spite of the psionic restoration, your physical body is still constrained. You're undeath and everything. And so...
You die.
Hang on, you've been going without any sleep for 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17 days. What's your constitution?
That's a world
What's
record.
your constitution?
14.
It's down to 13
Oh.
Forever.
for now.
That doesn't change the modifier, does it?
Okay, I don't think so.
No, 13 and 14 are the two.
I'm not
What?
sure. Have you got a 13 stat, Charlotte?
Not anymore. No. But I
No,
don't.
13's plus 1, Nilfoot strength's 13.
Oh, doesn't matter. Don't use it anyway. There's no skills that use it,
Great.
Oh yeah, there isn't, is there?
which is absolutely horrible. How have they done my boy Constitution like that?
Alright, 6th level spells. Roll your portent for the 6th levels.
I just dropped that dice like 8 times.
What's going on?
He's nervous.
He's really no right. Roll your portents.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 level spells.
Okay, the DC is going to ironically go up again because you've been
Yeah.
going for so long without rest.
I've got 2 19s.
Okay, so the DC is going to go up,
Okay.
but this is purely because of the passage of time and the mental concentration now. You've been going for, let me just see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, like 18 days without stopping. Your focus and concentration, even with 22 intelligence. So the DC is going to go back up to 25 for 6th level spells.
Portent to 19, that's 32.
Okay,
31, sorry.
done. That takes 3 days. You have 11 days left.
I've broken the world record twice now.
11 days left. Let me think. How many 5th level spells have you got?
1, 2, 3,
You
4,
haven't
5,
slept.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Can I sleep before this, please?
You want to take a day of sleep?
A
You
nice
can.
8 hours.
Alright, you sleep literally for 24
Oh.
hours. Alright, you have 10 days. So, 24, 48 hours. You could do all your 5th in 2.5 days.
Sure.
Alright, the DC is 25.
Portent time. Trash.
Okay.
Portent to 17, 29.
You do all your 5th levels. Now, if you want to keep
Just
on going
scribbling.
through, how many 4th level have you got?
1, 2, 5.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah, might
Oh.
be.
You can do those in like a day and a half. Okay. I'm going to keep the DC at 25 because of what you're trying to do. Go for it. Roll your portent.
Portent
for the-
time. Portent to 19, 31.
Great.
They're a bit broken to be
We're
honest.
also going to do a sanity save. So I'd like a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm very good at wisdom saving
You've
throw.
also got those portents that you didn't use.
Oh yeah.
17 and something else.
17 and like 15.
14 or something else.
Alright, portent to 17.
Wait, what's the DC?
That's
Not telling you.
27.
Okay, you managed to keep a grip on reality. Okay, you have.
All I hear is numbers.
All I
All I see
hear
is
is numbers.
words.
Alright, it's now your 3rd level spells. How many of these you
All
got?
I smell is.
Oh god, this is my
Colours.
most spell. 1, 2,
6 hours each. So you can do 4 in a day.
12.
What is this? What level?
12 third levels.
Okay, this is going to take 3 days if you go non-stop. I'd like a Constitution save. Hang on, let's do things in order. Roll your portent for your 3rd level spells.
Oh, that was nice.
The 1 5 that keeps coming back. 19 and 20 for my portents.
Okay.
Um,
And I would like. I'm going to put I'm going to keep the DC at 25, even for your 3rd level. So you've got a lot you're doing, and you're trying to do them in a hyper extended period of time.
19, that's 31.
Done. Constitution saving throw and an intelligence, wisdom saving throw, please. Con first, please.
Con, I'm going to portend it to 20, which
Okay.
Isn't
is
the wisdom one more important?
21,
21.
which is the highest I can get.
Okay.
And the wisdom save, walk in the park, 26.
Nice, okay. Second level spells. How many of these bad boys you got?
6.
6. 2, 6. 12. 12 hours. Okay. You
Half a day.
take a day to do them.
Piece of cake.
Roll your portent for these.
Piece of cake.
DC's going to come down to 22 for these.
Portent to 14, that's 26.
Okay, done. And with 2 days of the 30 left, you guys, by the way, at this point, just to give you an idea of the timeline,
Yeah.
you're already back in Vale.
Okay.
You understand that your friend and Nimmerfoot are trying to do something.
Yeah.
You've rented a different suite in the Forgotten Name, and you are just doing your best to keep a low profile.
Okay.
I'm practically levitating at this point. Papers flying around me.
First level. How many do you know? I mean,
12.
if you want to go beyond the 30 days, you can. You just need to pay for more of the
12.
more rooms for longer.
I'll do that without them bothering Owen if he needs it.
Okay. Let's see whether you can do it in the 30 days. In 1 moon. This would be legendary. Roll your portent for the first level. And for fun, I'm going to put the DC actually way up for the first level, ironically. The DC is going to be 25 because you are utterly exhausted. You have only slept 3 times during the entire month. You've been kept alive artificially through far realm energies, potions.
Can you do it?
Oh yeah, probably.
So DC 25 on your Arcana.
Okay, portent to 15, that's 27.
Okay, you managed to successfully remember and transcribe all of your first level. I'd like a wisdom save. This has got a pretty high DC on it. This is where you go insane.
17 to 27.
Okay. And a constitution save.
16 to 70.
I thought you rolled an 18 and a 17.
Oh, I thought it was a 16. I misread that.
No, I've looked at them. A 17 and 18.
Oh, whoops. 18 to 19.
Okay. You fail the con save.
Oh.
Roll d6, please.
Just how far down you go.
Goodbye. 2.
2 points of exhaustion.
Oh.
You come out
Double
from
load.
all of this having forgotten completely 2 spells, which is insane.
Which spell?
Shape change.
I thought you only forgot one.
No, just shape change then.
Yeah.
And disintegrate was because
Oh,
you
yeah.
casted it. Okay, and you are disadvantage on skill checks and I believe something else. Hang on a second, where's exhaustion?
Saving throws.
Saving throws, something like that. So you come out of this with 2 points of exhaustion,
Speed is half.
and I will say that you sleep for roll d8.
Days. 5.
You sleep for 5 days.
Bro, I'm literally...
So 35 days passes.
Okay, I'll pay for the extra.
Okay, so take off 20 gold pieces.
I don't have 20 gold pieces.
You found loads of treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Did you not write that down?
Yeah, oh, it's right here.
You found a lot.
Oh, 3,000 gold. Yeah. Take it up.
Deduct 20 gold pieces from that 3,000.
Yeah.
Have you done this?
What? I was just, you know.
Flip the coin.
Oh no.
Oh, no. That's not how you flip a coin.
That's how I flip it. Shield. Easy gamers. Easy game, easy
35 days passes, and you wake to your 3 friends looking down at you with awed expressions on early in the morning of your 36th day of this brand new year. The year
Oh, hang on, 36.
is 11:30.
So we down to 72.
72.
Yeah.
You're down to the year is 11:30, and you are on day 36 of
Yeah.
the 11th day. So yeah, you've got 10, 20, 30,
72.
40, 50, 60,
72.
73, including this day.
Ah! Okay.
Okay. So, you awaken during the days that you've been asleep.
You should probably eat something.
During the days that you've been asleep, Nimblefoot has had all of the pages bound beautifully for you, and maybe you'd like to describe what this new spellbook looks like.
Right, this one's purple leather,
Nice.
and it's got a bunch of like claws hanging down off of it and stuff. And it's like a nice leather spellbook, purple leather.
Does it have those cool things on the corners that are like...
Yeah, it has the little like
Deduct,
bronze.
let's deduct quite a lot. Let's deduct 100 gold
I'll pay
for
for it.
materials, platinum encasings at the edges of the sides of the
I
pages.
said bronze.
Bronze?
Yeah.
Okay, bronze then. Bronze encasings and a clasp that closes the book.
I'll pay.
Okay.
I mean, I've got 3,000 gold, okay.
100 gold then, take it off.
Sure.
And on this 36th day, now you are into the second month of the year, the second moon.
This would be your birthday, Elowen.
It would, but I'm not born yet, so I can't celebrate it.
Yeah.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Elwyn's birthday. Yeah, Elwyn's birthday happened.
It's on the 2nd, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're now on the 4 days after your birthday. You slept through your birthday. So you are a year older, but however you match your year, you have still aged a year. But
38.
You're 38?
Yeah.
I'm 49, dude. I'm nearly 50.
And you awake to the acrid smell of a very strong ale as the red, grinning face of Kilgar looks down on you. Hey lad! You did it!
Yeah. Had this crazy dream that I was you for a while.
That's crazy. You can't speak like me anyway, lad.
Yeah,
How would you be me?
exactly.
I
Just
did.
don't
I
speak
got
to
up to
him.
some such crazy things, right? Me and the gal, we were up at the fort, right? I put barrels on my head.
Oh my god, yeah.
We walked up the road, took on a cloud giant with barrels on our head. What do you think of that, lad?
Sounds like something I
That's a
do.
great idea of mine, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant.
It was funny. Oh, look what we found. I'm bringing up the mask.
I sit up from my bed.
You look so fresh-faced for a half undead thing.
Half undead
Like you've been
fish.
sleeping. You look great.
Aww.
There was blood coming from my eyes.
Please mark your prepared spells for the day. You can now prepare your magic.
Where's his spell book? I don't know where that is.
You see it. It is. I mean, it's no small tome. You know, it would be on a scale with this kind of thing. Thick
Whoa.
pages sprouting out.
Oh, I
You've
want
been
it.
used to your hammered
Guess I'll keep them.
metal one. This. It's beautiful
Yes.
and mighty.
That's a good job, Elowen.
I didn't do this. I just woke up. This was.
You gave strict instructions to Nimblefoot and everybody to get it bound like this.
Guess I did.
And with the binding, who would like to roll for if any weird evolutions happen with you going out and getting the book bound? Flick.
Dragon.
Flick it
Why
again.
have you done this?
Dragon.
Oh, nice. And again.
Again.
No.
Yep.
Dragon.
Keep going.
Oh no. Dragon.
Charlotte,
You
give
are
that
kidding
to
me.
me.
Wait.
Shield.
4 weird evolutions. Right, so what this means is every
He
time
bought
you
from
do,
that guy.
every time you do anything significant, so you only got 2 weird evolutions with the dragon.
Yeah.
With getting this with the
This caused more stuff than doing.
Or glacial.
Dragon.
So with all glacial there will definitely be a ripple. There is
Yeah.
going to be a huge ripple because of the spellbook. A
Really?
huge ripple.
That's because you can't bring it back in time again. So is it going to be left here or
How do
something?
you know?
What do you mean?
How do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Right.
We don't know if we can't
I'm
take
just saying,
anything back with
imagine if,
us.
and then it got left here and somebody else found it, and that's why it's a big ripple.
There will be a huge ripple that I will have to decide
Oh,
when,
like
you,
a
when you get back.
Flipping dragons.
Charlotte, I should have done it.
Spellbook has a ripple. that'll be exciting when you get it back.
Well, what was it?
a level 4 ripple.
Because we gave that guy
insane.
some money, he invested in a business and became super rich and
A
became this like
warlord,
overlord.
Killed loads of people.
Yeah.
Okay. You have paid for the inn for, well, up until today. So, as the 4 of you are gathered in the suite that co-joins your rooms, Nimblefoot lounging across one of the chaise lounges, Kilgar sitting, getting into a big old barrel, little mini barrel of mead, feasting on a breakfast. You are starving and you not back enough calories to keep an ogre going for a month. What would you like to do? The day is yours.
Did we get an old map? I think
Yeah,
we
you've
did.
got a map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
yeah,
I?
you've got a map.
I'll take it out.
Okay. So, remembering that you are in Vale, I'm going to do it like that. So, you guys are here,
Yeah.
further, and then there you
Hang
go.
on.
Do what you will.
Okay.
Alright.
All the way out on the table.
So Nicholas says, in 3 moons, Estelar will pervert the artifact. What's the
Now,
plan then, Smarty Pants?
Well, the spell scrying, I can find out where he is roughly. If I'm smart about it. But I need an arcane focus. Does my staff work for a scrying focus?
100%, of course it does, yeah.
but will he not know that you're scrying on him?
Only if he fails.
Oh,
Only
right.
if he succeeds on the saving throw.
Okay, well, that's probably a good first step to know where this guy even is. But if if the plan is to get to the site of the corruption, we have to get from Vale to Tarayon, which is a long way. I don't know if we can get there in 3 months.
I'll sort that out.
Okay.
I can.
Let's just, first of all, let's try and find some conditions for you to scry in, right? You need it to be
Sure.
specific. Do we need a crystal ball?
No, I've got my staff.
Okay.
I can just look in it and the reflection in it or something.
Well, I might need to
Alright.
do it again, but yeah.
You folded it wrong.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
You're going to look in on him?
Okay, I can't scry.
Wait, hang on.
I'm casting it right now.
Is he familiar to you?
You don't need to be. I just
We've
need to know his
seen him
name.
in the future.
Can you read the conditions for scrying to me, please?
Okay.
We did do a lot of research on him in Nevermelt.
You can see here and you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane as existence you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified with budget which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're casting this spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. On a successful save, doesn't say. It doesn't say on the spell card the specifics.
Okay.
Of it.
I'll get it.
Thanks. I've done it before. I just it's a spell.
So what's your spell save DC?
20.
Great.
Scrying. I've got the table of.
Yeah,
Thing.
can you read them to me?
So, second hand, if you've heard of the target, it's a +5 modifier. If you've met the target, it's a +0 modifier. If you know the target very well, it's a -5
Okay, so he'll get a
save modifier.
We'll say he'll get a +5.
That's knowledge, and then there's connection.
Great, go on.
So, likeness or picture, it was a -2.
No, but I haven't just heard of him. I've fought him.
Possession or garment,
I'll say he gets a +3. You haven't fought him. You fought Luther, different entity.
possession or garment -4. Body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like is -2.
So you have no physical. aspect of him. Okay, I'll give him a +3 since you've done such deep research on him, which gives him a nice total save bonus, and he has advantage on wisdom saves.
Bro.
Okay, describe to me how you go about doing this in your tavern suite.
Okay, I just stand up, bang my staff on the ground, and like above the scarf, like this little ball of energy appears, and it kind of like clears, and I look through it.
Okay. And this strange mist starts to swirl in the room as you... And the banging of the staff creates this reverberation through the room, much like a gong. Starts to... It seems to get into your head. Then you start to feel it like it starts to vibrate your whole skull.
You can change his thing. You can change his save, can't you? With
Yeah.
portent?
No, because I can't see him or something. There's no reason that I should be able
the
to.
vibrating fills the ears and the brains of the witnesses to this powerful scrying. A kind of a rift almost in the space in the room opens up, and this swirling within it starts to clear and clarify. Through it, you feel yourself drawn, and you feel yourself flying unfathomably fast across a forest that is so vast it is breathtaking and beautiful and rich and green, and you feel such a connection to this, and you know exactly where you are. You're at the very heart of Aeon itself, back before any of the encroachment of Enervancy has ruined such a vast area, millions and millions of square miles of forest destroyed, but instead you are flying across it, and off in the distance you see a sight that almost brings tears to your eyes if you weren't such a logical creature. As you get near to it, you see this vast peak, and atop it, it makes Shah look like an old city. You see towers of brass and bronze and silver and platinum. You see these ships, literal boats, flying through the air and around the towers as you go up them, and then you're amid suddenly all these towers. You find yourself flying in through a distant window where you see a figure, tall, very thin, graceful, with long robes that hit the floor and then sprawl out around him, right 5 feet around him. Pale white skin, grey hair, long ears, longer than you've ever seen on an elf, that protrude far beyond the top of the head. But its back is to you. Barely humanoid in its almost alien, otherworldly look. As you slow down, as you pass formlessly through the windows into this chamber, this round chamber. Again, the closest you've ever seen structurally is Shah, but this is workmanship you cannot even fathom. The figure slowly turns until when it is almost turned facing you, see the features. Pale face, no nose whatsoever, comes out in a bump, then goes down into a mouth and an elongated chin. Huge almond eyes that take up way more of the face than a typical elf.
It's an anime character.
And enormous ears, an ageless quality. Seems to look out the window, slightly past you, just looking past you. Then looks at you and goes.
Oh no.
An eyebrow is raised,
Oh,
and you find
no.
yourself
Oh no!
all the way back, and then
Oh dear!
out in the chamber.
Alright.
That's what happens. Please.
Oh no!
Dragon.
And again.
No.
Why can you not flee?
You
Because I'm not good. It's shield.
Okay, good.
go.
What did you see?
Well, I was describing it as I always do.
Oh dear. He knew you were there?
He looked at me. He must have some sort of spell, or something. True sight. That's what you have, don't you?
Yeah, no. I can tell when someone's... Do I have true sight?
True sight would not allow you to perceive that you are being scryed upon, because you were not there. You weren't physically there in form.
So maybe you just, succeeded his thing.
Don't worry
Oh, I
about
do have-
effects. Talk about be in the moment. Talk about the moment. What do you think about this?
Well, he's one of those elves.
What?
Ones that
I've
almost
never
went
seen
extinct.
anyone that looks like how you described before.
Yeah, me neither.
These must be the Eldenari.
Yeah, that's what.
First
Oh
elves.
yeah.
Almost alien.
Oh yes, I remember researching them at Nevermount.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
The Eldenari are the first elves, and they are thought to be the first to arrive in Aeon.
Where did they come from? Do we know?
You didn't research it. Where were they? Where was he?
It was in the. I described it. It's in the forest. It's
I thought it was Tarayan, was it not? It went to the centre of the continent.
No, it was
Wasn't Tarayon? You saw Tarayon on your journey here. Do you remember?
Yeah.
the tower.
Was that a crayon?
Tarayon
He's
is
in
a
the rain.
massive crater, and the ring of the dwarven civilization of Tarayon lives in the kind of the walls of this massive crater, and in the middle of it is a tree of unfathomable size. You saw a different place.
Yeah,
I
we
forgot.
saw.
We've researched this. I
Yeah.
didn't like the notes that we took.
Where was it?
I don't know the name. Can I have the
It's a
map?
crayon.
A crayon.
Crayon. That's that great ruin.
Have you been there before?
No, no one can get close to that.
Why not?
In our time.
Why?
But the demons have taken over it. It's demon run.
Oh.
They look to maraud the old magics there. Many say it's been stripped, right? But no, there's no one goes near a crayon.
Well, it's obviously not ruined in this timeline.
No.
I remember now researching about it in Nevermount.
Yeah, of course. It's the like
He is
perfectly
the-
crafted mountain that's been like.
Do we call him Estadar? Because I thought... No, that is his name, and Dahalik is what they
They call
people
him
that
and
are out-
Traitor.
Yeah,
Right.
Comes Luther when he merges with the.
yeah. So, the question is, do we go to a crayon or do we go to Tarayon? And how does Estadar get from a crayon to Tarayon? Like, what brings him over there? Is it deliberately because he knows the artifact is there? Or is it just because he... I don't know.
You know what I need?
What? Can I have the map
Me
again?
neither.
Sure.
The distance between them is kind of equal. Between here and Tarayon and here and a crayon.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Hoggers.
Oh. Boggers.
22.
Okay, good to know, thank you.
Is he gonna try and scribe that? No, he can't do that.
How did you know? He became a lich. You have to be a spellcaster to do that.
Yeah, but he doesn't know you. He hasn't reached
He looked directly at me.
Couldn't see you. He was crying.
And then it ended, the spell ended, didn't it?
I know.
He knew my presence was there.
Yes.
He knew what the spell that, you knew
What are
that
you looking at on the map there, lass?
I'm just looking at Tarayon and a crayon.
That's quite a distance.
Yeah.
You know, it was my people that built that place,
A crayon?
right? That was a gift. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I don't remember much, but I remember that. And it was the elves, the first elves, that put the tree
Yeah.
Yeah.
gifts to each other. Back when dwarves and elves were, got along.
When did they fall out? Is it after the?
Because of
Correct.
these happenings.
So they're still friends right now.
Friends.
I mean-
you know what I mean. But,
Yeah.
Hey, they get on. They share technologies.
Right. Okay. So, any input? Are we headed to Arcane or Tarayon
Depends. We can get there both equally
at the
fast.
same amount of time?
Same amount of minutes.
Well, I think getting to Arcane goes over more mountains.
No, we're definitely not walking there.
No, I know. But,
Which one? Because we can go whenever you want.
Well, what is the overall plan? I mean, we've talked about this so many times and it never seems like it's actually a plan.
We'll figure it out. I mean,
I think this is more important than figure it out when we're there, but,
I'm
that's
not the
what you
greatest
want.
plan maker. I come up with things on the fly.
You're
That's my specialty.
intelligent.
He's intelligent, I'm not.
Well, I think since the thing is corrupted in Tarayon, he's going to be there at some point, so we may as well get there and prepare, right? Ready for him to arrive.
Yeah, sure.
So, we'll head to Tarayon.
We
then.
could. You're gonna have to get to Tarayon somehow,
Yeah.
and we could take advantage of when he's getting there, steal the scroll.
Does he have the scroll with him now? We literally know nothing.
We could just go to him, confront him.
No!
Why not?
Well, we just go there and steal the scroll right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we just scrap the whole make him think he's corrupting the gem?
That wasn't my plan to begin with.
Okay, well, me and Nimblefoot talked about that.
Yeah. We don't need to do that necessarily, because we have no way of doing that.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I didn't really understand time then, but now I still don't understand it, but...
We could just go to him, take the scroll, then he has no way of... He'll probably seek his revenge some other way.
Yeah.
So...
Okay. A crayon then.
Alright.
Great.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
So we can check out our mark.
Yeah. But, I mean, does anyone remember from the research in Nevermelt? What was he before he was a traitor? Like, what status did he have?
He's like... I mean, he was in a tower, right?
A tower?
When you scried on
When
Yeah.
you saw him, yeah. Seems to be one of a soaring tower. You not recall the lore about him there?
Well, I don't have the notes, but no, I don't recall. That was a
Okay.
while ago. He would, yeah, he was like one of the.
Yeah, he's like... powerful.
Hang on.
Do you get advantage on saving throws because of the star?
Spell save. Oh.
Can you make another wisdom saving throw, please?
You also get advantage on saving throws because you're near me.
Is that double
I mean,
advantage?
it's really important I know the numbers.
You
So
get-
that last one, what was it? 22 plus 5,
Yeah.
27.
Yeah. My advantage didn't do anything.
27 was the final number.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No one's got a...
Estral, the rest of the
No one's
Ardenari
got
and the
what?
doors created. your
No one's got a
Estral.
spell save DC of 27. English
You
had to...
better hope so. You want to be really cautious where you are now. You're getting close to the end game. This is the time to be.
Did I feel any like effect? Do I have any idea that...
What happens if you make your save against scrying?
they're just not effective, and they can't be. The
24 hours.
scrying doesn't work on them for
Okay.
time.
Okay. Yeah, you don't get any
When we
particular sense of anything.
scryed on what's her face, Saria,
Yeah.
she knew somehow that I was scrying on her.
Yeah. Okay, I can't find anything.
So I don't know why.
It's
I
not done
wouldn't-
yet. I can't find anything about what Estelar was before he was a traitor. Because I don't have the other notes that we had. But I don't know if Elowen would remember that because of his thing.
Remember what?
What Estelar was before he's a traitor.
No, I
Didn't
don't.
he like make a gem or something? I can't remember. Something
I
like a
have no
gem?
clue.
Because you didn't take note. But I can't.
You took the notes, so I don't need to.
What's amazing is that you've gotten a first look, albeit brief, at your quarry.
Scrying says on a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. So
No, I
there's-
got it. I just read it. We're good. We're not talking about scrying anymore. We're good.
I'm just saying.
It's
So
fine.
the thing about True Sight, I was just.
True sight does not enable you to see if you're being scried on.
So anyway, we go to a crayon, and you can assess Estelar, hopefully.
What?
You can assess Bowen.
What will that do?
Tell us about him, so we can attack him.
Tell him his health.
Is that our plan to attack him?
Well, or sneak in and get the scroll. Do you want to offer something there?
I don't know. We're gonna go there.
Right.
We're gonna take the scroll.
Okay.
Just gonna take it, and then what? What? Bamf home?
Yeah, and then we rip up the scroll.
Because, okay, that's what you wanted to do always. Me and Nimblefoot wanted to, what was it? Get the scroll, come back to this time, to our normal time, and then cast it on the thing.
That was my plan. Your plan was to make him think he's cast the spell on it.
You don't want him to think that he's cast a spell.
No, I think we should just get rid of the scroll.
But then if he doesn't have the scroll, he was motivated by massive passion, wasn't he? And
Doesn't have a scroll. Let's find some other way to.
yeah, like he might find some other way to destroy the artifact or to twist it somehow. And we don't even know how he got a hold. Do we know how he even got a hold of the scroll?
No.
Do we even know that he has the scroll?
No.
I mean, we're assuming this thing is just something he was handed. Or that he just got. But it's old magic. That's what you told us. This is like the oldest type of magic from before necromancy.
Well, you must have had...
Should we just cast sending to him?
We figured out... How do we even know it's a scroll?
You do know it's a scroll.
It's a scroll.
Okay.
Should we just cast sending to him?
Everyone want a quick break? Let's have a quick comfort break because I feel like the energy's not fully here.
We're just talking.
What?
Okay.
We're just talking.
Oh, okay. You've got lots of powers at your ability. You have the capacity. I want to remind you as DM, your players with the powers you have to be able to consult a god, to be able to cast wish. I think you're thinking very fifth level-y about this.
Well,
This is the
I
grandiose
don't know what
end
we're
game.
supposed to do because we've
Well-
got options, but
It's not a video game,
none of them really work.
but you do have powers, and you maybe have to be creative in the way you think about this.
Okay, so we know it's a scroll. He's got it. We don't
Yeah,
know
we're
if
just going
he's
over
got
the
it at the
same
moment.
stuff
We
again.
don't know where he got it from. So maybe a legend lore.
We've already legend lord it though.
If you had everything, you could just click your fingers, right, and make. This is Nimblefoot saying this now. What would you have happen so that we don't create such ripples that when we get back, maybe our friends have perished, things have changed? We've learnt this. That too many changes here can upset things when we come back. We don't even know yet how much we may already have changed things for when we get back. But I thought we all agreed we have to do this without changing. We have to do this as on the down low as possible. I thought we knew that. Or do we just risk big changes on our return?
One thing, yeah, I understand. Wait, I just need to. One thing we didn't take into account is what the range of the scroll is. He might not even have to get close to it. He might need to just speak it, and it could be from wherever he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that case, we're better off just.
Well, we don't know anything. We don't know
Casting
the information we need, and I don't know how to get that information.
You only know. I think you're thinking too small, right? You're thinking in terms of there's a scroll and there's a guy who casts a scroll. Like, that's small thinking. There's an object and a person. But there's more at work.
That's what there is to it. The corruption is Estella casting the scroll.
I think there's more to it.
Can't we just cast
Well, there's the whole thing with
ward?
the dwarf and the killing of that, but we already agreed we weren't going to stop that.
I agree, but think bigger than the. I don't think the answer to how we stop this scroll being used, or it gets used in a way that doesn't corrupt this artifact. I don't think the answer is in just knowing where the scroll is and when it's going to happen. I think there is information still to be found out that will help.
I know we don't know what that information is or how to get it.
We could put
So
a
we just have to
ward
go off of what
on
we
the
know.
artifact. That means it's immune to, like, the spell. And then it doesn't work. And then the scroll is wasted because it's a scroll, and most scrolls only have one use.
Yeah, but we don't know if that ward's gonna work.
We've only got. Well, we'll be careful. We have the form of 2 different types of wish.
Okay, I'm just going to give you this because you're forgetting all the shit that we've spent a year researching. His love's already dead.
Yeah.
She died 4 years ago.
Yes.
So you haven't stopped that. He's already consumed by hate. So work with what you know, right? She's already dead. He's been clearly planning something for 4 years since this happened.
Yep.
And you now have at least a sense from your scry spell that almost worked, kinda, right, of where he is. You have 70 whatever, 8 days or whatever. You've got nearly 3 months.
We could have just caused a weird evolution that made the date change.
What do you mean? Oh.
Okay, right. I want to speed this up because you guys are in fuggy brain mode. You're a 22 intelligence wizard. You know you weren't. He was a wizard of his power, right? You've got the keen mind spell. This guy, if you remember, never quite made it to the chief counselor. He was like the deputy, and that pissed him off as well, right? You would imagine with 22 intelligence that elves of this level in this enormous civilization that they represent are spied on and scried on, and that there are shits going on all the time that they defend themselves against. That wasn't surprising to you. It would be if you were 10th level. It's not now. You're at epic level now, right? That was not a surprising turn of events. He simply knew that he was being scried on, but allowed you to come through and see him. You saw him observe you momentarily, and then that's it. That's all you know, right? But it wasn't a huge shock to you. It's not like, oh my god, he knows me and he knows where we are, or any of that kind of stuff. This is a bustling civilization at just past the zenith of its power. You've done all the research on Arcane. You know this of the First Elves. You also know that after this rift with the artifact that causes corruption under the ground, that creates the rift at the very end down in the thing, the First Elves went, they vanished, right? So soon after all of this that's going to happen this year, they went. The dwarves flee, obviously, north and all those kind of things. These are all the facts that you know. You're trying to stop an artifact be corrupted. I just want to remind you, you have godlike powers, the pair of you. And you're talking about what you know, but you can ask your god for help. You can cast Wish. And now if this is now Nimblefoot taking over, it's like, come on, you're more powerful than this.
Okay, I get that we can ask
Talk
people,
about my coffee.
but we don't know what to ask, and it also like our characters have a higher intelligence than our players, so it's not that easy.
I have no idea in real life
Yeah.
what to do, like at all.
So here's a little exercise. Rather than saying what you can't do and what you don't know, only focus on what you do know and start with the craziest ideas. Right? This is creative problem solving in character. Don't metagame. Start with the most creative ideas and don't go, oh, we can't do this and we don't know that. Go with what you do know and with what your powers could allow you to do. Start with the most crazy ideas. Deny it. Just go. Just make something up. Go.
What do you
I'm
mean?
being a DM. I'm trying to help you be creative. Don't fight me.
Okay.
Right? What is the thing that your powers could allow you to do that would be crazily creative? What would be the most crazy thing you could do that could succeed?
I don't know. I could get my god to come in and I don't know.
Do what? Go on. Keep going. Creatively. What could you do?
I don't know.
If this were the last game we were going to have, you see, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Right, this is called creativity. You keep saying, I don't know. You keep saying that.
Yes.
Right? As a DM, all I'm hearing goes, I don't know. And he's saying other things, right? Don't say I don't know anymore. Just practice not saying I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not telling you off, I'm like, this is a creative exercise. Okay, if your god can do anything, what would you have her do? What's the craziest thing she could do?
Change back the artifact on her own without
Great.
the scroll.
Good, okay. What about that makes you roll your eyes?
Because it's not going to work.
How do you know?
Because it's very low possibility.
Do you notice though in your language you're very like, oh, don't do that and that's not going to work. You managed to destroy ranching with a well-worded wish.
True.
I think you guys are forgetting that this is the world of Dungeons and Dragons. And you are 27th level.
That doesn't change.
And you have the ability to do a paladin's version of wish through powers you really have. And you're arguing about, what do we do? And it's like, you can ask your god to swap the scroll out. You can ask your god to tell you, who gave him the scroll? Where is it? Can we intercept it? You can find out anything. But you're saying you are using the word I don't know too much. Like Charlotte is. I don't think Danae would be. Danae is more faith-based.
I know Charlotte is saying that because she
right,
doesn't
but
know.
I'm showing you how to think more like your character. Don't use the words I don't know. Go crazy. You're in a magical world. Likewise, you are one of the magi.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Like
does,
in real
because-
life, I have no clue what.
It doesn't matter. No, but this isn't about
What to do.
intelligence. You guys think this is about intelligence and memory.
I don't have a grasp on what Elwyn can do.
Okay, you can cast wish.
Yeah, I know, but like, come on.
No, exactly. So you say but again, and you. Do you remember when Mist Rider said to you, "Have faith"?
I could.
You guys are in a magical world where, and both of you have the capacity to make anything possible. And in this world, you're bringing the limits of our world into D&D. And it's like, guys, magic's real. And all you're thinking is, can I teleport, can I fast travel there and just fight him like a video game? And I'm going, think bigger. It's not about intelligence. You think it is, it's not. It's your creativity. You're trying to be like, I just want to go into the fort and take it. Open the chest and take out the loot. It's like, you can do anything.
Well,
You literally can do anything.
Okay. Let me just.
the only thing that is outside of the box is I could cast a ward on the Eurashnik to
Well, you
prevent
could
it.
do what we did with the ranching and just like wish the scroll to be
Who's
destroyed.
ranching?
What?
What's ranching?
The gem. It was
Eldor's
not Eldor.
Luther's
yeah.
thingy.
You know the gem that had his soul in it.
Oh yeah.
What was it called? That thing.
I feel like.
Yeah, that's it. Do you remember? We
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah, I remember now. Lost my mind.
I really want this. This is the end game. I really want it to be exciting. and we can all be equals here, right? You remember when Uncle Michael's here and it's like, have faith, all of that stuff. Don't let the magic go. You are one of the most mighty paladins that's reached the zenith, and this game is not a video game. You can figure out anything and make it happen. And I know this is not going to be one of those things where you just go, oh, let's just cast a well-worded wish and get it. Discover, be creative, use your powers that you've spent 3 years earning, because this is it. It's in this time. You keep looking at me like,
but you said,
like I'm saying something horrible.
But you said to Finny, you have wish, you can do whatever you want.
I'm saying that to show you the capacity of your powers. I'm not telling you how to use them. I'm reminding you of the capacity of your powers. You can do and find out pretty much anything you want.
Yeah, but I don't know what we need to find out. But we don't know where the scroll is, which is one thing that we could benefit us if we knew
let's
where it
make a
is.
list of stuff we need to know.
We need to know where the scroll is.
Okay, where is scroll?
And that's.
When does he get it? Or can we ask?
We don't know. There's nothing to do with time, so we can't find out anything more.
Yeah, because it's not in the past. Like, I think we could have found that out if we were in normal time asking when does he get the scroll, but we're in the same time thingy, so it doesn't really. Yeah, where is the scroll is a good question.
Where is the scroll? Once we find out where the scroll is, what do we want to do with that knowledge?
Yeah, what do we want to do with that knowledge?
Yeah.
Is that a question or?
No, I just thought you.
Okay. Okay. Let's separate this. So, is there a way that we can stop this corruption without destroying the scroll?
Why don't we
Yes
want to destroy the scroll?
No, just a question. Can we stop this corruption without destroying the scroll?
I mean, yeah, if we take it and then, like, we bury it somewhere or something.
I mean, without parting the scroll from...
Okay, just write the question down then.
Okay.
Because if it's one you don't know the answer to,
We
just
can.
go, what do we not know the answer to?
We do know the answer to that. We can, if we have some sort of magical ward on the gem, or if we, like, have an illusion or something.
Yeah.
If we have a ward, say, like, or a counter spell ready for when he casts it, it'll still consume the spell because it's a scroll. So it'll still consume the spell, and we know that Eurishnik didn't immediately flip, so it will happen over time, so we won't know if it's worked or not. So a counter spell could prevent it.
Yeah.
Stay with the questions you don't know the answer to. That's a really good creative thing. What do you not know the answer? That if you had that information, everyone would perk up and be like, great, we can make a plan.
Okay.
So where is the scroll?
Yeah.
Who has the scroll?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Find 2 more questions.
I don't...
Okay.
Guys, always think environment and people. Like, is it going to be easy to get to him?
Probably
At
not.
Crayon, you're in a place 1400 years ago where humans don't. You don't think humans go there. You don't even know whether they're. You don't even know information like whether they like humans and whether if you were to just show up in a Crayon, they wouldn't just fucking. Everyone would start trying to kick your ass. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't even know that. Find it out.
Okay. Where's the scroll? Do the first elves like humans?
Yeah. We know they're like dwarves. They're friends with
well,
dwarves.
not friends, but they're not fighting or.
You have no idea of the structure of their governance.
Yeah.
So you don't know like if you.
Who's in charge of the first elf?
Yeah. Could you disguise yourself and get in? Would they see through that? How magical is it? How fucking magical are they?
They probably see through it now because they're like magical elves.
Let's stop saying probably and actually find out.
Better
Who's in charge
to
of-
assume than to go in blind.
Or
You
we could find the
definitely-
information.
I'm going to give you this. You definitely know he is very powerful.
Yeah, we already know that. He's strong. He's powerful enough to become a lich in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I think we should just find out about the First Elves as a race in general.
Yeah. We
We
don't
didn't
have enough
do that.
time to do all this.
I know.
You do. You've got literally nearly 3 months.
Yeah, but in a month, I got my spells back, so we're back to where we were before we travelled. So it took.
That's no little thing, though, is it? It means you can now cast all your magics. and,
Yeah.
Like everyone's at kind of full power.
Yeah.
No one's reduced from the going back in time.
Great, but that took a month off our total time.
It's alright. We'll just
Unfortunately.
do what we, do what we can.
Also, try to remember why you're doing this, because when you get frustrated, and I get it, right? When you get frustrated, it's because you're forgetting why you're doing this. If you don't do this and you go back, everything you know will die.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
Your sister will die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
The
got
whole
it.
We already
continent.
know that stuff. That's.
You are trying
That's
to
why I'm
literally,
frustrated.
literally trying to save the world,
Yep.
and you are at the epic level.
Alright.
Okay, where's the scroll? Who has the scroll? Do First Elves like humans? Who's in charge of the First Elves? Just learn about the First Elves in general. What are their magical properties or whatever?
Think about help. Is there anyone you can enlist? Is there anyone nearby?
We don't know.
Speak to your friends who are in the room. See if they know anything. Like, be your characters in this room with the. Because all we've been literally, it's the day you've just come out of your 5-day sleep. So this is the first time the 4 of you have been together. Whilst all this is going on and you two are scratching your head, Kilgar's just sitting there burping.
We don't.
I love seeing their heads working.
Kilgar is not.
Do you want to offer anything, Kilgar?
Oh, hey, I see. I dress up like a dwarf and go in there and go.
You are
oh,
a dwarf.
Hi, no, dress up like a dwarf from now.
Oh.
And I go, oh, hi, sorry, I forgot something. Can I see Estella, please? And then when it comes near me, I fucking grab that scroll,
Okay.
grab it, and run.
Alright.
What do you think of my plan? My plan. Do you like it?
I think.
And then I rip it up real quick and I go, ha ha ha! And because I'm not going back, he blasts me into oblivion. And I get written up in history. And when you get back, there's books about me. The crazy dwarf with red hair who saved the world. And I win the campaign. Brilliant.
What campaign, Kilgar?
What do you think about that? That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I think.
That's my plan.
Okay. Okay.
Nimblefoot is absolutely wetting himself at that.
Nimblefoot?
I'm
Nimble,
quite
yeah.
liking his plan.
He's not going to carry the scroll with him, obviously.
Oriel, the Witch Queen, knows of us.
How?
Who?
Do you go talk to her?
She is in charge here in Vale.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Why does she
she's
know?
aware of us, and she's aware of the fact that we've come back in time.
What? How?
I had to tell
You
her
told her?
strategically.
Nimblefoot!
She's still alive in our time,
Right?
so it will help us when we go home. I was careful. She knows. She doesn't know who you are. She knows me,
Yeah.
and she will know of you when you come back.
Okay.
We have an ally in her.
Alright, good.
What can she offer?
She's a powerful sorceress with great knowledge of the western side of the continent. I don't know her full knowledge of the elves, but you know, Peak's Edge Fort was one of the outer fortifications of her zone of influence.
Okay.
So give her another 1400 years and Vale has become a mighty realm. So I don't know, it's just somebody who is a friend and on side for now anyway.
Okay.
She's temperamental, I can tell you that. But I told her she was still alive back in our time, so...
That was probably not the
She likes
best
That's not a
thing.
good idea.
That's alright, isn't it?
You,
No, but
everyone lives in
maybe
fear
you
of
should
death,
consult.
except from...
Before you tell
Oh,
You
people.
guys, you were getting looting and he was writing stuff down.
So for what reason did you tell her this?
I thought we might need allies. And she is just and good, although firm, back in our time. I've had dealings with Vale.
Okay, so
Alright.
we know the Witch Queen.
Her name is Oriel.
Yeah. Okay, so first things first.
What spells?
Let's find out where the scroll is.
What do you need me to do?
How are you going to do that? Are you going
Legend
to pray about it? Or are you going to cast
Legend law.
about it?
Legend law? I don't...
Legend law.
Okay, I heard you the first time.
After that, we'll go talk to the Witch Queen, see if she can tell us about the first elves.
A brief summary of the lore about the thing you named. Current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that's never been widely known. So,
Current location?
what do I name?
Is this the one that can turn you insane?
No,
Nah.
that's Contact Other Plane. Do we know the location of the... Does it say what the location is?
Need some expensive incense. 250 gold pieces.
Does it tell
I'll
you...
be back in a few hours. Nibbleford leaves.
Element, does it tell you the location of it?
No, it tells you the lore. It's called Legend Lore. Current tales, forgotten stories.
If it could just sort everything out one spell, that would be perfect.
Elowin's fucking tell me where it is, why it is, and who it is. That's my new spell. With the F word in there. I'm gonna make that. Yeah. Is there a spell from a different class that could fix it? Let me get a brief look at some spells from different classes that I could use. Wish.
I wish Locate Object had a wider range.
I wish Locate Object was a useful spell.
Yeah.
All my homies hate Locate Object.
What was it, 1,000 feet?
It's so stupid.
Just give me a second, I'm looking at spells.
Sure.
Giant Insect? Okay, wait, no.
What?
There's a spell called Giant Insect. I'm not going down this tangent of weird spells though.
Do you not have some abilities that could help you with any of this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, lass, you've met your god.
I know. I don't.
Why are you being all like faithless today?
I'm not.
You already went through that phase.
Oh my god, Kilgar.
You seem all blue and like you're being somebody else today. Somebody a long way away. Where's
Kilgar,
Tenday
I think
the
you should
Slayer?
walk away right
Where's
now.
Tenday the
Walk
Slayer?
away,
Who
Kilgar.
just took on a load of giants. Don't seem very heroic. Come on.
Kilgar, leave me alone!
Alright, alright.
Yeah.
Shut up!
There's no real divination spells that I don't have.
You could do Contact Other Plane.
I could, but like, yes, no.
Alright, you think about doing Contact Other Plane.
That's
what
not-
are you going to do?
That's not gonna do. Contact Other Plane is not gonna work.
How much are these answers worth to you? How much are the answers to these questions worth? So what's the first question you wrote down?
Where is the scroll?
How important would it be to know that?
Yeah, pretty
Out of
important.
10.
10. We need
10?
it. We need to
Right.
know it.
Solve that problem only. What
That's
you're
what
trying
we're
to do,
doing, yeah.
and I can see it, you're trying to solve lots of problems with one thing.
No.
Listen, you are,
Not really.
love. Just get that one solved.
Yeah, we know.
Where is the
Yeah,
fuck?
we got
That's
it. We
what
got
we're
it. That's
trying
what
to
we're
do.
trying to do.
We just have no way of solving it.
Yes,
There's no
I
way.
can talk to Palladius.
Wish. If I can't cast Wish again, that's ruined a lot of our
I just
plan.
need to check if I should do Commune or Divine
It's only a
Intervention.
30% chance, isn't it? Or 10% chance?
Like 30% chance. It's not nice. It's not a nice spell. Your Divine Intervention is going to carry us.
Well, I'm thinking maybe I'm just.
Contact Other Plane?
That's what I said.
Yes, no, and that's
Well, we can
kind of
narrow it
useless.
down, and then that will give us actually.
Take a risk. Please, God, it's not low level. You're at such high levels now. Take
Such
a
high
risk.
levels, but I don't have anything. Like,
Okay, look, okay. Contact other plane.
I have.
We narrow it down, then I can ask my god up to
Why are
3
you
questions.
shouting? Why are you shouting? You can talk at normal volume.
No, I can't.
Nimblefoot comes back. An hour's passed of you guys. He comes back with incense.
Thanks.
Take a risk, he said.
Take
Remember
what
what
risk?
Miss Strider said. Take some risks.
If only there was a risk to take.
Elwin, so we're doing contact other plane. Right
Yes,
now.
no.
Yes.
All right, 5 questions.
We've done this before.
Nimblefoot
Is...
shuts the door, ties some stuff around the handles. Right.
Right, are you ready? First question. Is the scroll already with
What scroll?
Estella?
They don't know what
Is
it means.
the scroll of... What's it called?
Scourge.
Scourge.
Yeah.
It's only
That's
one.
fine, that's fine, that's good. First question. Next
There
question.
might be multiple.
Finley.
What?
You're not wanting to solve the problem.
Of course I
Let's
am.
ask these questions. What's the next
Is
one?
the scroll of Surge with Estella? If not, we ask, is it in a crayon?
If yes,
Is it in Tarayon?
oh God, is it in? This
We can
brings
do
me
this
back.
as much as we need to, unless you go insane, okay? So it's okay if some of the questions aren't ideal.
I agree.
I can do-
agree with you.
I can
You're
do
thinking
3.
positively.
I can do 3 a
Is the
day.
scroll of
2
Scourge
today because I already used
Estella?
this.
Is it in a crayon? Is it in Tarayon? Well, kind of more of the questions depend on those answers, but
Right.
It kind of depends on the entity knowing.
Is there any
the
other questions that aren't just about where it is?
is there only one?
That's a great question.
in Aeon. Because if it's outside of Aeon, I mean,
On
it doesn't make sense.
Aeon. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many can we ask? 5.
5.
Okay, one more.
If it's some of those, if yes.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Well, we need an if no ones.
It's okay.
Don't worry, we can
It's
cast
okay.
it again. You're so scared of going insane.
I'm not scared of going insane. I'm
Okay.
scared of wasting time. And insane is another day.
It's okay. You can transport us places. Can you? You can It's okay.
No, but that's not point. That's not part of the thing.
Let's
We need
just
to get all
answer
the
this
questions
question.
down.
Okay, one more question for
There's a
now.
girl over there. That's the one that's in.
You've got. I
Is-
just want to remind you, you've got over 70 days. It's a long time.
True.
You've only spent a month so far.
Hang on, what are the other questions?
What about who's got it? If it's someone else, if he ain't got it, who's got it?
There's not.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the other questions, but.
Well,
Well,
might have to fate something.
we only know-
Oh, we've
SLR,
only
so
got
I can
yes or
ask-
no questions. I can't ask who has it.
Has someone else got it?
Has someone else got it? It's-
Wait, yeah, hang on. If it's not with Essilor, then obviously someone else has it. Or it's in a
there's
place.
no time questions that we can ask.
Has
So
somebody else got it? love?
we'll.
Write it down. Have faith. You're asking good questions. We've got plenty of time. You're fucking heroes. At that, Kilgar starts kicking the furniture away and clearing the room. Like moving the, moving the bed
I
and
don't.
everything.
Okay.
Okay, ready? I'll feed the questions to you like we always do.
Sure. I can't. Contact.
Get into the drama of the game. You're missing the drama of the game. And you know it. You know it. Get into it. Charlotte, can you turn the circle light all the way down, please? Until it's almost off.
Okay.
Go down. There's a little knob underneath. There. Where your hand is. Up.
Oh.
Up.
Aha!
Great. And turn the lights off. Great.
Oh. Okay.
Turn the light on slightly.
The
So just
camera's not
almost-
picking up anything.
Can it see?
Down a tiny bit more, if it will, please.
That's as low as it goes without shaking.
That's good. Yeah. Look at that. That's great. Get into it. Push the door. Alright. The heavy drapes of the room. Nimblefoot hops over and draws them. Until the suite here in the Forgotten Name is darkened. Elwyn, you sit down in the cleared floor of this room. It is lunchtime, and with the windows shut and the drapes pulled across, the outside sounds start to drift away. Furniture is put up against the doors, and an arcane circle is drawn by you, Elwyn, on the floor, using chalk powders mixed with an arcane crystal. Your companions retreat to the corners of the room, and a hush fills the chamber. You sit down and apparate the staff laid across your lap. After 5 days of sleep, you are refreshed and ready. Your whole body tingles with arcane energy. It has been a while since you have cast any magic, and a moon since your last casting of Disintegrate. So your every fibre of your being feels ready for casting. But this one, as with every time you have casted in the past, contacting some other entity comes with it a risk, and you know it, and you are prepared for it. You also know that you're going to be exploring for looking to reach out and touch intelligences that may have changed in the ensuing 1,400 years. And with all of that in mind, you sit down and begin to mutter the words. What's the casting time for Contact Other Plane?
A minute.
You start to mumble. And the mumbling causes your companions to almost become hypnotized, an almost dreamlike state, as the mumbling turns into a vibration, such as like a deep booming encompasses the room. I'd like you to flip that coin, please, Tenday.
Check him.
And again.
Chill.
Your mumbling and murmuring starts to slightly shake the walls. And out of your mumbling, a secondary whisper starts to come up. Fills the room, fills your senses. The walls, the furniture, and everything that makes this room recognizably a suite within an inn starts to turn into almost like a deep, thick, red, smoky fog all around. And you bear witness to this. You've seen your friend cast this spell before, but it was always something going on in him. His consciousness, his energy would travel elsewhere, but a little of that elsewhere seems to be in the room right now, as all around. What makes this an inn is now unrecognizable, as you are within a slowly rotating vortex of reddish, thick fog, with Elwyn in the midst of it. An arcane wind, an astral wind, causing your hair to start to blow as you find yourself far, far away, Elwyn. Your arcane powers of the Magi taking you somewhere deeper than this spell ever has before. Around you, you forget your friends. They now seem far, far away. And around you, you sense prying eyes. Some malevolent, some benevolent, some coldly neutral. What is your first question?
Is the scroll of Scourge with Estelar?
Ask it.
Is the scroll of Scourge with Estelar?
A wisp, a tendril of red fog comes towards you, teases you, strokes your face almost, and then whips back into the smoke. You hear all around you. Is it with him? Not yet, Magi.
Okay.
Pass him so he can read them directly from the page.
Maybe I have to read by writing.
Probably not. Is the scroll of Scourge in a crayon?
I see your machinations, Magi. Not
Is the scroll of
Two
Scourge?
questions in. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
20.
20 is what you needed. More questions! Give them to us!
Is the scroll of Scourge in Tarayon?
You are not from here! A different voice says. You're not from this time! He is not from this time! More!
Is the scroll of Scourge in Tarayon?
No! It is with she! She keeps it! Where are you from? Wisdom saving throw, please.
17.
You are frightened.
Oh no. This is very scary.
She has it!
She has it. Is that why you come here? Back here? Tell us how, mortal, how you came. Tell us how. Tell us.
Tell us how! How did you come here?
What was this say, Charlotte?
Is there only one scroll of Scourge?
Is there only one scroll of Scourge?
Oh, name.
On it?
She has yet to write it! And for that, you will know!
They say no more!
How did you come back here, mortal? Tell us. We can offer such power to you.
I'm actually good, don't worry.
What is it you want so much?
Well, I guess the last question doesn't make any sense then.
Is it? Ask if it's the Witch Queen that has written the scroll. That's the only she I can think of.
It's not her.
You don't. He's on his own now. You have a final question.
Let's- I can't think of anything. Thanks for your time.
Oh no, you cannot leave us yet.
Okay, I'm gonna end concentration.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
You do not leave us yet. From out of the red fog, a face emerges, if you can call it that. A mass of writhing, glistening, mucus-dripping tentacles comes out, takes on a roughly humanoid face, big black eyes, and a mouth slit. You have one more question. Mucus and fungus drips all around it. Putrescence. Ask your last question. You can act normally, but you are in the frightened condition. So just to let you know, you cannot move any closer to this thing.
What's the human time on Aeon?
What? What does that mean?
Flip this coin. If you flip a dragon, something odd will happen.
Shield.
He is a clever one.
He's but what's the time? Well, depends who's asking.
This is a different voice, coming from slightly to your side.
To the elves. It is but a few curlings of the leaf of the great tree. A few ripples along the veins of the leaves.
The tentacled face. To the dwarves, a few clangs of the rocks. But to you humans, it is a little after 2.
Alright then.
Cast him.
In order to leave this place, you're going to have to make a saving throw.
Okay.
Wisdom save, please.
17.
You find that you can't return. You feel stuck here, stuck and frightened. This has never happened and must be part of the slight... Feels like a more powerful version of the spell has been cast that has sort of brought more than just your mind here.
Whoops.
They seem to be unable to come too close to you in vicinity. Your intelligence tells you this as you quickly, frighteningly analyse what's going on. You realise that there is no attack coming your way, but it seems you're unable to leave in the normal way.
What does it look like on our end?
To you, you see your friend sweating, twitching. Nothing too different from the normal, except that the entire room, to you as well, seems like a slowly swirling vortex of red
Can
fog.
we see the things?
No.
Okay.
So tell us how you got here.
That's not your concern.
Oh, but it is. She will make it your concern.
I'm concerned.
You cannot stop her. In your time or this, you cannot stop her.
Okay. That's nice.
Wisdom saving throws, another minute passes.
21.
You finally manage to find that part of you that can eject yourself from this place that you found you in, and then everything stops and you're back in the room. Turn pop that back up. And with pouring sweat, you come back into the room and You see Eloin cough and red smoke comes out of his mouth.
Are you okay?
That was horrifying. Oh, okay.
What happened?
I think I cast a more powerful version of the spell. And this thing.
What did you learn?
I don't think this spell has been. The scroll has been written yet. Is that what you said?
Yeah. What's that mean? It's
Kept on talking about she, but I don't know who that is.
she what?
She.
What did they
will-
say about her?
that she will like write it. Something.
We must find out who that is. We must find out who that is. What can we do? What can we do now? What can we do today to find this out?
I don't know.
Can you go back in? I mean, you look a little sweaty, but can you go
I'm
back
not
in?
going back in.
Oh, you need to roll for insanity.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
What's the roll? Look up the spell. Come on, give me
It's
the...
a spell save of 15 and I didn't make it.
Did you roll your portents for the day?
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
They're all rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long are you mad for?
Fuck's sake. Stupid. 66d6 psychic damage. And it's until
66 d6.
6d6.
Okay, alright. I'm just
You
just
said
asking.
66.
I said 6d6 and then I clarified that it was not 66.
Okay, so you suffer 25 points of psychic damage, Eloin,
Long rest. I need to have. I
and
need to
you
sleep
are
again.
insane.
For how long?
When he comes out of it,
Long rest.
we're going to do it differently. As he comes out of it, he screams long and loud and collapses and is just like,
Oh my god!
and starts muttering about she. He starts going, she's not going to write it yet. When's she going to write it? When's she going to write it? And that's it.
Oh!
Start losing his mind.
Okay.
Just until I take a long
Can
rest.
someone help me put him in his bed?
Yeah,
I
you
can do it.
Yeah, you get him in his bed. No problem whatsoever.
What does she mean?
We've got to find out.
I mean, I
Can you
can
pray? Can you
I can
do
cast.
anything?
Yes, I can cast commune.
What will that allow?
Oh, don't worry about me.
You haven't cast communion,
No.
have you?
I can ask up to
Ooh.
3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question.
Okay. Kilgar lifts you up, your sweating body lays you down and just starts mopping you back. Come on, laddie. You're alright. Come on.
Yeah, don't worry about healing this or anything.
Contact other plane. I just want to see how long that afflicts you for.
Until you take a long rest.
Really, is that it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Oh no, I can't do that.
You can do.
I can do 5, can I? No.
You can't understand what other creatures say, can't read and speak only in gibberish. A greater restoration spell casting you ends this effect.
Okay.
And I think
I'll do that.
can you cast that?
Yeah, I'll...
You can't cast
Wanna do
Greater
that?
Restoration.
Yes, I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
That's not a 5th level spell.
Hang on. Greater restoration.
Yeah, 5th level spell.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a paladin spell.
Lucky
Yeah, I have
me.
Great.
There you go.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Danae comes over to you and lays her hand on your head, and you can feel your friend's mind gone, like unraveled temporarily. And you pray, and you feel the soothing companionship of your goddess come down and almost whisper to you, bring your friend back. Bring your friend back. She lays a hand on your head, and through you this calming clarity goes from you into Eloin until very soon you are going, who is she? Who is she?
Who is she?
And then you go, and full clarity comes back to your friend.
Oh,
And you
my
are
God.
overwhelmed with the experience. The fear is gone, and you are able to articulate your experience. All three of the rest of the people in the room understand what you go through as you articulate it to them. What would you like to do next this day?
We gotta find out who she is.
So you're casting Commune.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, great.
Let's
That's
think-
good. Yeah, that's good. Be certain.
Okay, 3 questions, guys.
What are they?
It's yes/no questions to find out who someone is.
So it's similar. It's similar to what you
Yeah.
just
It's
cast.
just a
but
weaker.
You're talking to your god. Okay, what questions are you going to ask?
Is she a mortal being?
How are they supposed to know who she is if we're just saying she?
No, that's
yeah.
a good question. Think. That's a good question. Stay confident. This is really good.
Well,
What?
I
No,
mean,
let's
actually
do
actually,
more-
technically,
I'm doing a logical because my character's more logical.
Okay, but is she a mortal being?
yeah, but she is not specific, and the deity could not know if we
No,
say
but
she.
you would relay that. Is the she that my friend saw
Okay.
in his vision with an other planar being mortal?
Okay.
That's fine.
Um.
Details like that is like you would just fill that in.
Okay.
And you're
Yeah,
praying for
got
yours.
it.
You're praying.
Is she on this plane of existence?
Is she mortal?
No, we've already asked if she's mortal.
Well, I guess. Okay.
Literally, that's the first bit.
Damn.
Is she is she a mortal being? Is she on this plane of existence? Is she I don't know.
What about something to do with who she's allied with? Is she allied with law, chaos, or even allied with a race? I don't know what you think.
Is she yeah, I don't know how to
Is
word
she
that.
is she one of those elves?
Is she well, it depends on the first answer.
Yeah, so well, most time that's
Yeah.
how it works.
Well, so let's ask something unrelated to that. Is she a being of chaos? No. Is she a being of evil? Is she evil?
Okay.
Is anyone truly?
You get the sense, Danae, that the best place to conduct this it would be to journey from the inn. And
Okay, can I see if there's a temple of Palladius?
certainly yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nimblefoot has been doing the exploring. Gives you a rough layout. Do you want us to come with you, or is this something you'd rather do alone?
I can go on my own.
Okay. You venture through the burgeoning city of Vale, a little larger than the Curfton that you know.
I need to bring some of the incense that Nymph got.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vale as it exists now is maybe a couple of thousand people larger than the Curfton that you know from your town. It is not the burgeoning metropolis that it goes on to become. And it doesn't take you long. Give me an investigation check or a perception, your choice.
Investigation.
Just for how long it takes. you.
Yeah. 30.
30.
Yeah.
Very quickly, you're able to find a beautiful white marble building near to the centre. This city is sort of based upon rings, quarters, as if you like, that go outwards, and near the centre of the city, very close to the palace, you see a white marble building, undoubtedly dedicated to Palladius. You are seen, you are viewed with friendliness as you approach the temple and as you walk in, but almost like how, I'm trying to think how people would look at you, like a foreigner would in this world come. So they look at you like your fashion's different and you just seem a little bit different, something about you. But people notice the sword at your side, they notice your bearing and your Azamar presence, and the radiance of light which now you cannot control but continually radiates from you. That is just like your baseline. Let's see how much of an impression you leave on the people of Vale.
Dragon.
Why are you just
Now
cursed with the dragon?
Because Platinum Dragon follows me. Shield.
Nice. Okay, so you'll have a minor ripple on things you will be remembered, but
That spellbook
Not
has
to
like
a
the
huge
biggest
degree.
ripple
I
ever.
need to actually get a new pendant after this. I need to get a new pendant here because I don't have a focus.
sure. Could you turn the light up even more?
Even more.
Great. Alright. As you enter in this modestly sized but beautifully architectured building, sweeping buttresses and ceiling unimaginably high in the way that it has been carved, it doesn't seem to end. Recesses within recesses, all beautifully lit with arcane light, create a soaring bright centre to the temple. And there in the middle of it, it is arranged around a cross, and in the middle, the entire building is like a cross, and in the middle of it, the statue of a beautiful platinum dragon. It would seem that not much has changed in the depiction of Palladius and even the manner of its worshippers. All around the base of this statue, you see all manner of acolytes and adept people praying, some people, you know, in full posturizing themselves before this statue. You see a small recess designed for kneeling at the base of the statue, and you take your place between these other worshippers. Already all around, incense fills the air. Shafts of smoke designed specifically to strike the statue and give off this diffuse silvery light everywhere. There's no need to light any incense for this. You kneel down. Would you like to describe how do you commune with your goddess?
I close my eyes, and in my mind I picture the moon that was full, or it was in, you know, the platinum moon. I can't remember, but when I got my boon and I flew up, I picture that small at first, and then I imagine it getting closer and closer until it's just like white light all around me. And I say in my mind, Palladius, I know you're there, and I need your help. I need you to tell me something.
This is a flick to see whether this spell is altered in any way.
Okay. Dragon.
And again.
Shield.
Great. Okay. As you do this in your mind, all around you, you hear. The blessed one comes. Blessed. You try to put that out of your mind.
Okay.
Continue.
I have 3 questions to ask of you. Would you permit this? Oh no! This was a mistake!
Shit. Holy shit!
Oh my
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! What the fuck?
I need to look up the odds after this.
Oh no! Oh. Oh dear!
How many times
As
has
you asked this question, what was the last thing you said? I need your.
Would you permit this? I need 3 questions.
You feel a rumbling in the entire temple all around. You hear a few exclamations, not of fear, but of awe. With your eyes closed, everything around you gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And brighter still, until you open your eyes to see what is happening. The platinum dragon statue is moving. And it is enlarging.
Oh.
And it turns towards you. Its serpentine, draconic neck turns and looks down at you. And then rises up, and you see its form change from that of a platinum dragon into a beautiful, silken-clad woman with a sword, with scales. Scales of justice, you know. And she looks down at you, blindfolded, smiling, all around. Everyone in the temple drops to their knees as this enormous, now 50-foot high, completely liquid metal, platinum metal woman looks down at you and smiles, holding the scales. You look up, you needn't close your eyes for this spell. She is here. Tears flow freely from your eyes. You hear doors slamming on the temples, and distantly you hear screaming and shouting out in the city, and a furore going on as this holiness occurs right now in the temple. Even from where you are in the inn, you guys hear a hustle and a bustle outside.
What's he done?
And at this point, as you look out the windows, as you redo the curtains after your spell, you look out and you see mass movement of people towards the temple. She is there looking over you.
The nail.
Blindfolded and smiling. What questions? My daughter. And it vibrates the entire temple.
I'd be honoured for your answers. Is the being that Alwyn discovered in his magic, is she a mortal being?
She is not. Her enormous statued head, maybe 4 feet big now. She stands 50 foot above you, taller than the cloud giant. She leans down and she goes, "No. She is my nemesis." And she chases you through time.
Oh. Yo.
Do we speak of Jolgoloth?
Yes. Her desire for power and corruption is behind everything that has happened, and only happened because you are here now, and she always knew that. We exist outside of your reckoning of time, daughter. She hunts you. She hunts yours.
Okay.
Ask me. Ask me.
What?
What is the mine. You have always been my daughter of the heart. What is in your heart to ask me?
Can she ever be stopped fully? Must I slay her?
2 answers I can give you. You cannot ever fully slay her. But she wants to come through. You must face her. You must follow your heart and have courage and keep her corruption from this world. You must. It is your destiny. It is your destiny.
Thank you.
I am with you insofar as I can be. She straightens up, smiles, takes more now the form of the dragon, and then shrinks back to the statue. All around the edges of the walls, suddenly the doors of the temples on each of the 4 corners of the cross are open. It is such that justice is open and available on every corner, and the walls of the temple are lined with commoners, guards, priests and clerics alike, as everyone looks with stunned face upon you. And standing there some 20 feet from you stands a woman with a stern face, but not completely unkind, flanked by a troop of guards. A tall humanoid with exceptionally pale skin, black hair done up into a crystalline crown, bedecked in white lace with silvery crystals sewn into it, every conceivable space. You notice slightly pointed ears, not enough to hint at full elven heritage, but certainly similar to what you've seen on Nimblefoot. Welcome to our temple, strange traveller. We all here of Vale are in awe of this miracle.
Yes.
You stand up. I am Oriel, the Queen of Vale, and the surrounding dominions. I would very much like to know your name.
You look at me.
My name is Tenday Onor.
Tenday, welcome to our humble city. You are most welcome here.
Thank you.
Literally, people are still spilling into the temple, and people are like, people are all around. Hundreds of people now in the temple, but they're all sort of trying to keep their distance from you. 9 dragon heads has created.
Oh my god, 9!
9 dragon
oh my
heads
god.
has created a weird evolution
God.
of which you cannot even imagine.
I need to look up the
This
chances
was
of
a
that.
mistake. I'll take a step towards the queen. You have spoken to Nimblefoot, have you not?
You came with him.
Yes. And I fear I may have messed up slightly.
Is that your mess up?
No. I mean, it was not intended for everyone to see.
I see. Your powers work differently here?
Yes, I did not predict it, but it seems that, yes, they do.
Well, Tenday, you have made quite an impression. That I'm sure will last with the people of Vale. Is there some help that I can aid you with?
It was kind of important that I did not leave a lasting impression. And I'm not sure what to do about that.
I don't think that can be undone now. When a goddess appears in a small city such as ours, I think that cannot be undone.
I have...
My people!
Oh.
This traveller
Is that ridiculous?
has brought a great blessing upon our city and upon all of you, all of us. Her name is Onor. Our doors and our city will always be open to you. And you start to hear applause and cheers rising up within the temple.
Oh.
You start to hear song. You start to hear rapture. And she steps closer to you, almost floats closer to you. Says, is there anything else you need from the people of Vale? From me?
I mean, I really need to talk to my friends. I have something very important to tell them.
Where are your friends?
They're in the, Forgotten Name Inn.
You tell her which suite you're in and she says, I can transport you there instantly if that is what you wish.
Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you. It might be difficult getting through.
This vision of Palladius, this vision of justice is here, albeit for such a short period of time. And as with all miracles, will be one that lives on with us. And then she bows her head and puts her hands together. Gets a 22 on deception and casts teleport on you. Like that. Bows her head and in a flash, you are gone. And you find yourself instantly back in the room.
Ah!
Do you want to know the probability of that?
Yes.
So you flipped it 10 times, and you got 9 dragons, which look. So I've got this calculator opened up here. You can like scroll down.
Oh wow. So there's a 1 in 1 in 1,000 chance, basically,
Yeah.
of that happening.
Really?
That's a 1 in 1,000
Wow.
occurrence. Amazing. Okay,
Chance of
so-
success 0.977, and then the probability is 0.009766.
Denaya flashes into the room and is just there.
Guys.
All right.
Guys, I think I messed
Yeah.
up.
Why was everyone crowding around
You did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
What
Did you
do?
accidentally grow your
you
wings?
do? Lass, what did you do?
Did you like grow your wings?
No,
Or did you...
no.
What happened?
Well, I kind of, so like, I wanted to talk to Palladius right here. The spell is meant to talk to her by proxy, right?
Sure.
Like, yeah. Yeah, she,
Did it do the opposite of what my spell
she
did?
kind of showed up.
Great. So you brought her here instead of bringing you to her.
I think we need to leave her. Like this afternoon.
Yeah. I did not mean to do that. I don't know how that happened. Oh, she told me very important things though. Right. Okay.
Everybody is aware of what you were told. So you
I
recount
explain.
to the fullest of your ability what she told you. So you can do with that information as you will. You now know. Well, what do you know?
That Dolgoloth, it's Dolgoloth that did everything. And was it only did everything because we're here?
Don't worry about that bit.
That's
Like just the mind-bendy stuff. But she made the scroll.
Yeah. Dolgoloth creates the scroll.
Well, then there's no way of preventing her from creating it, and she might make more.
Palladius says we have to face her.
So our job is we cannot stop the scroll being... Can we stop the scroll being given to him? If a goddess wants to do that, I imagine there's no stopping it.
No, but you said you fought a god before.
Yeah. An aspect of a god. You never fight a god.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
A god's like an idea.
He's almost killed Mr. Ryder and I.
Okay. It won't kill me.
Alright.
This will be the greatest challenge.
And you know what I did? I told everyone my name.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel.
Oh my god.
There could be people named after you and stuff like that.
I feel that the fight of our lives will happen at the artifact and nowhere else. But there may be
not
things
that
we have
place.
to do before then.
Yeah.
And how we I feel like preventing the artifact from being perverted, from being subjected to enovancy, how we do that must be done with all of our abilities and with the least impact on the timeline, as we already have impacted it massively. Tenday.
Danae, do you want to be concealed?
What do you mean?
Like, have your appearance changed?
Yes, change her appearance, for God's sake.
Okay, I can do this with true polymorph.
No.
Just change it for a bit so we
I
can
can
get out
do
of town,
it.
that's
Guys,
all.
I'll cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay, you just cast the sky self, great.
I can make it permanent.
I don't.
And then I can change it back. It's not like something permanent.
No, it's okay. I like how I look.
Okay, what are you going to make yourself look like?
I'll just like, hey, Nimmelfoot, you want to be my brother?
Go on, then,
I'm not like a female version of Nimmelfoot.
Hey, we're twins! Ching. How long does the sky self last? An hour?
Yeah, I think so, an hour, yeah.
What I could do?
Other way.
Is everyone disguising themselves? Nimmer's going to do a physical disguise, so he's just going to sort of do himself up a bit differently.
Yeah.
Hang on, deception.
Yes, an hour.
Do you want to change your thing just so you can get out of town?
I want to use true polymorph. I really want to use it.
Why don't you do it on yourself then?
I will. I can transform myself into another creature, but does that mean that I can transform myself into a human? Or like some other like race, so I can still be like a different guy?
Why not?
Alright, nice. Can I like copy someone with it?
Who?
I can be anything. What should I do? What's strategically the best thing that I can be?
I don't think it matters. We just need to get out of the town.
I think.
Just
I'll hold off for now because no one knows me. I'll think about it.
Okay. And with that, the four of you take a few hours to collect some supplies. Bedeck yourself with rations, a cart, and a couple of mules to pull it, and making yourself look like somewhat more lowly travellers, you all manage to get on board the wagon and head on out of the town, which seems otherwise engaged in the miraculous happenings of the day. As the wagon rolls out of...
Oh, I was going to get an amulet.
We'll say for the sakes of brevity that,
Okay.
that Nimblefoot is able to get you that.
Okay.
He's the kind of goes and gets shit
Yeah.
kind of person, right? Let me just do a sleight of hand.
After that, he steals someone's amulet of Palladius.
Yeah, he still nicks one for you, that's great. You have a amulet. The four of you roll out of a wagon, heading along the same trail that you and Kilgar had gone on in the previous moon, up into the foothills of Peak's Edge and towards Peak's Edge Fort as you leave Vale far behind. Several days passes until you are out in the wilderness. It's at this point that you the trail gets a bit too rough for the mules and the wagons, and you untether the mules, send them on their way, abandon the wagon, much as you see abandoned wagons in Skyrim at the side of the road. You abandon the wagon, like, that'll be fine.
Someone's going to use that to trap you and
Oh my god.
kill you.
And the four companions, I can't even include the companions of Kurth.
Companions,
the chrono companions.
The companions.
Companions.
That's so stupid!
Continue your trek up into the Edge mountain range. In what particular direction? Who knows? But where is it? Where is your destination next?
What did we say? Where Nimblefoot said the site of the corruption. So, to Rayon.
You're heading forwards to Orion.
Yeah.
You begin this journey on foot. Is it something that you're going to use magical?
Can
means
I
to help
true
with?
polymorph myself into what?
We don't know. We
What
left
dragon-
before we could talk to the Witch Queen about anything.
Anything you've ever seen. So you.
What dragon is the best? Black or red?
Gold.
Platinum.
Well, I've never seen that before. I've never
You've
even
seen
seen.
silver dragons. So you could be an ancient silver.
Sterling! I need Sterling.
You can be one of the same challenge rating, right?
Yeah, I copy. I can just be any creature.
While I'm on the way.
That I've seen-
Hang on 2
Sorry.
seconds. So what are you going to turn into? Let's just say it.
Let's be a good dragon. I'm gonna be a ancient gold dragon.
Ancient gold dragon.
Have we seen a gold dragon?
Hang on a second.
No, but I don't need to have to. It doesn't say that I have to see it. You turn into a creature. It literally just says you transform yourself into a you transform one creature or non-magical. Oh no! Wait, can I
No,
not
I think
transform
true
myself?
polymorph can turn you into a dragon. Then I think that was
A creature.
shape change.
Shape
Yeah,
change.
that's
That's
a
the one you
dragon is
lost, dude.
Yeah.
No, because shape change is weird. Shape change requires 1,500 gold pieces.
Choose one creature or non-magical object. Yeah, you can't turn yourself into. That's why polymorph. It's always like dinosaurs because they're a creature, not a monster.
Yeah.
You need shape change for that. I will if you
Don't
want to
want
retcon
you.
it and say true polymorph rather than shape change. I'm fine with that.
While I'm on the wagon sitting still, can I summon Sterling?
Sure you do.
No, polymorph says the new form can be any beast. That's why you can only
Yeah.
do dinosaurs. True polymorph says you transform in the creature into a different creature or into an object.
Oh yeah, wait, creature and beast. They're
Creature is
different things,
creature
aren't
is all of them except from
I think
Constructs,
hang on
right?
2 seconds. This is quite important.
Constructs and
look this
undead.
up. ST. So shape change. 'Cause I think this might be the difference between shape change. Because it
I
limits
don't
the
think
thing
true
that-
polymorph you can cast on yourself. It says range 30 feet. It doesn't say self.
Hang on, I'll tell you. Let's make a thing here.
music.
Okay, so you can true polymorph into a golden dragon if you would like to.
Because creatures are not beasts, right?
True polymorph. Hang on. We'll choose one creature or non-magical. You can transform into a different creature. The creature into a non-magical. The transformation lasts for the duration. The duration is up to an hour.
Or is it monstrosity? Oh,
No, it's fine. I'm ruling it.
Okay.
So you can turn into a dragon if that's what you want.
Can't turn into construction undead though because those aren't creatures.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
It's only going to be for an hour, so let's not get...
If you concentrate for the entire duration, it becomes permanent.
Is that what you
Do
would
you
like?
want to be permanently
I
dragon?
could turn Kilgar into something.
But you won't be able to... If you go permanent, you will lose the ability to cast it again to revert yourself.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm not doing it.
So what are we doing? So
Can I turn Kilgar into an ancient gold dragon?
You can talk to him and see whether he'd like to.
Okay.
Why are you
Kilgar.
looking at me, funny boy?
How
We're
would
just walking
you?
here. Why are you looking at me?
How would
I would
you?
actually say you're
like-
walking along a path. You're sideways alongside me. Going like this. What is it, lad?
How
What
would
do you
you?
want?
How would you like to be a dragon
You're gonna turn me into a dragon.
for a couple days?
No, that's permanent.
You can turn me back though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Promise.
I've done it before.
Promise 3 times.
Wait.
Promise.
Will he be able to turn him back?
Of course, I've done it. I did it
Okay.
to Celeste. I can
Promise me 3 times.
promise. I promise, Kilgar. Promise.
Okay.
That's 3.
Is this because I'm gonna fly us somewhere?
Yeah, you're gonna fly us.
Alright. What are you turning me into?
A gold dragon.
Well, hang on. What dragon do you want to be?
I don't mind that.
I don't think.
Fun. If it'll help, that's what I'm here for. Kilgar is an amazing gold
can talk
dragon
as well.
with a slightly rose gold
yeah.
ruff of
You have the
hair.
action to just turn back.
What's that?
You have the action to turn. Wait a second.
What do you mean?
He has the polymorph. Dragons can turn themselves
Don't
into.
worry, let's not get lost in it. Kilgar's just turned into an ancient red gold dragon,
which is cool.
which is what's cool. And before you reflecting the surrounding snow, because this isn't a gold dragon that has actually lived into its ancient years, so its scales, his scales are as clean and shimmery and mirror-like as a baby gold dragon.
Look at this Stelly!
And so he is beautiful and huge. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I love it!
Right then, Flance, what you got? Where are we going? Tarion?
Yeah.
Alright!
I'll be on Stelly and I'll follow you.
Okay. You and Nimblefoot get on board Kilgar and woof up into the sky with you and Sterling following close behind as the gold and smaller silver dragon soar off into the distance north towards the ancient dwarven stronghold of Taraon. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. Well done. I know I gave you shit, but you got to that imaginative place. You got to an epic place. Do you know what I mean? You got to think epic now. It's all big shit now.
The little epiphany that I
I
had.
messed up so
That
bad!
was awesome. That was fucking awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Bye. Hang on.